Hello everyone, welcome to the stream! Coming on a starry night, it's yours truly, the illustrious Phantom Thief, Kurtis and we're here today with, or actually I'm not here today with anything, I'm just here to chat. Hi, hello, I am here. Hi Black Cat, hello everyone else, welcome. Hi, hello, how's it going? I don't really have a plan. We're just gonna kind of do whatever. Because we have D&D later today. Oh, hi Double Red, welcome. We have D&D later today at like 6:30, so in like 4 hours. Yeah, we're just gonna sit here and chat for a little bit and do whatever. It doesn't have to be just chatting. We can play games or whatever. Hi, hello. Happy Pride Month. Oh my god, I actually forgot it was. How unbecoming of me that I forgot that June is Pride Month. I thought it was. You know what? I mean, to be fair though, I kind of forget everything. Like, I forget like all the holidays. I don't remember when any holiday is, so, or like any significant date is. So, I hope it's not. You are right though. I am getting. To be fair, it's good that I'm getting reminded on the first day of June. That way I'll remember for the rest of the month. Oh my gosh, it's Pride Month. You know what that means? I don't know what that means, actually. Everyone's doing good. Yeah. Also, I was just thinking to myself that I was about my VGM that I have here, like for my loading screens. It's very chill. I like it a lot, but I was just thinking about it. I think I'm getting into like different stages about how I feel about it. Because. Like, okay, so because this is, I don't know how like much people like remember, but this is my VGM. Like, I commissioned this song, so no, you won't really find this VGM anywhere else. It isn't like a Dover Syndrome track or anything. This is my song. Since I like got it, like I've been using it ever since I like first started, because I commissioned it specifically for being a VTuber. So I've been thinking to myself, like, I don't want to get tired of this song when I first started out. Like, when I first started out, I was like, I don't want to listen to this song too much, even though I really like it, because I don't want to get, like, tired of it. But I think, like, over time, because I hear it every single time I start stream, I think I got a little bit tired of it. I was just like, yeah, it's my VGM, whatever. So I use like Dover Syndrome songs sometimes in my streams, and I'm trying to save this just for my starting screens. And now I was just thinking about it. I think I'm getting back into the cycle of like, man, this is my background music. I'm starting to like it again. So it's like it's going in cycles. I don't know. I hope everyone's doing well though. I'm not talking very well today. I'm not enunciating my words very well. But we're doing our best. Yeah. I don't really know what to. You know what? I never know what to chat about. You up on 2 in the morning working on an art fight? What is art fight? Art fight. Art fight. An annual art trading card or trading game? Ooh. Yeah, I was up until like 4, playing Night Rain. I was playing Elden Ring Night Rain. I should probably be doing more productive things, but I'm not, so that's my fault. I've been trying to work on some art stuff though. I can show it to you guys. I guess Blender counts as, I guess 3D modeling counts as art, but I don't know if I have like my art stuff ready, like my drawings ready. I haven't worked on them in a little bit, but I've been trying. Where's art vibe? Where's art? Yeah. It needs to be productive. Let's all vibe. Yeah. Today's for vibe. Except I have nothing else to do. What is art fight? Art fight? Hold on. I'm gonna share my. Let's get 5. Hold on. I'm trying to look at what art fight is. Let's see. Cause I'm curious for no particular reason. I just want to chat about something. Nothing but Hannon. People draw each other's OCs and gift it to each other. That sounds wholesome. Let's see. Where is? What do I have? Hold on. Here we go. Let's see here. Okay. That's for 1 month, beginning every July. During the event, users can register online to site to 2 themes. Attack by making art of original characters. You free to use almost any art form. Now receives the artist that receives the attack can counter the attack by drawing the character belonging to the person who attacked them, or pay it forward by attacking a person on another team. So you can have a team. So they call it attack, but it's more like you just make art for someone, and then either you can make art back or send it to someone else. That's cute. I like that. That's a wholesome way of doing that. Also, I like how they have the iPad in this little picture. This is really cute. All right. I like that. That's a nice idea. I like how it's like, oh yeah, it's a fight, but it's not really a fight. It's just. Hi, Crochet Art. Welcome. But hang. Oh, I read that wrong. Participated last year. That sounds like fun. I don't think I don't know if I have the art skill nor the time to participate, but maybe someday when I get better. I'm also like, I've never heard of it, so I don't want to like show up and just impose. So, if you can have a team, then would you participate with a team then? So here, I can show you guys what I've been working on a little bit, because I've showed this on stream before, so it's okay. Hold on. Let's see. Blender. And Blender? Okay. Transform, edit transform. Let's see. Come on. There we go. Oop. Excuse me. Alright, here we go. And then, yeah. Let's see here. This project. So I've been working on this in my free time. I worked on it on stream a little bit, but I've been trying to do it more in my free time because I don't have to work on it on stream all the time. But yeah, I've been getting some work done. Probably doesn't look like much since I last did stuff, but over there we have the tower that's in the back of my calling card. Here, let me show a picture. Logo? Here we go. Yeah. So that's in the back of my calling card. So this tower over here, I just straight up just took that like thing and put it back here so you can see the full thing over there. Don't tell anyone. But yeah, but that's not all I did here. I've been working on the buildings a little bit, so let's do like the full lighting. There we go. I've been working on stuff a little bit, so I narrowed the street. I looked a little bit too empty, so I narrowed the sidewalk. I think that makes it like it has a little bit of a cozier vibe. Let me put up the stairs. There we go. Oh, yeah. But I don't know if I showed this on stream, but I put a bus stop here. So this is a nice little cozy area. Let me hide this here. Okay. Yeah. We've got a little bus stop and everything. Are you standing on the tower? Yeah, actually, yes. A small little secret. There. That's me. You can on. There. It's very difficult to see, but it is me up there. I like how this came out a lot. I need to print it. I have physical versions of my old calling card that I got printed immediately. I've been slacking on it, but I need to get these ones printed as well, so I can have physical versions to hand out on my heists, because it's a calling card. Yeah, this is what I've been working on mainly. And then I've been wanting to like, I could leave it like basically as is right now, but I really want to make this like feel lived in. I want to make it feel like there's like, you know, people coming and going, or like this is like a real street. So I've been doing my best to add little details. So I made some fire hydrants. That was cute. Hold on, let's see here. Where are they? Yeah, it's a fire hydrant. I was actually really proud of this. It came out really well. So, it was one of my first like complex shape 3D models, because normally I've been doing like just blocky geometric stuff with these buildings. So I was pretty proud of how this fire hydrant came out. It came out really nice. And then I've been working on foliage mainly. Foliage has been like my bane. So but I want to put more foliage around because otherwise it would look really empty. So this is like, that's what I've been working on most recently. So all the foliage here, let me like hide this stuff. There we go. All the foliage here. I had to put some dirt down as well, but yeah. Everything, I had to put foliage all along this little island thing. The main thing is that I want to make more of like these just like little bushes. So I've been making a couple different variations of different plants I could put around. So these are the 4 ones that I worked on so far. They came out really nicely, actually. I was struggling a little bit, but they came out really nicely. So I'm excited I get to put these around a little bit, spice up the place and everything. I'm not that much of a pro. To be fair, I have been working on this for like 15 months. So I've had a lot of time to experiment and everything. But yeah, I've been, these came out really well. Luckily I found like an add-on that lets you like, you know, generate a tree. So it helps generate a tree, and then you can just sort of like add leaves. So I added leaves, and then I managed to, instead of like having these like little hexagons as leaves, I put like a PNG as a texture, and then, so all of these use like a PNG as a texture for the leaf, and it just kind of works. So it's a lot easier than having to, like, you know, manually place every leaf by myself. That would be absolutely insane. Hi Ren, hello. I'm just talking about my recent 3D modeling adventures. And also, yeah, I made some, oh yeah, we have this little like arcade, so it's called Arcade Dash. And then I need to make some more logos and everything, just to put everywhere. I need to make a logo for a couple cafes. We have Tsuki Ramen over there, so that's like Moon Ramen, because this is, actually, I can show you guys. We have a street name. This is actually called Starry Avenue. Here. This part isn't complete, but let's see. Starry Avenue. And then this street, I'm gonna call Vivid Street as a reference to Vivid Bad Squad. Once I finish off this little intersection, but you guys won't ever see that. I could totally make this like a VR chat world once I ever like get a 3D model. That'd be really cool. But yeah, this isn't finished yet. I have a little convenience store over here that I need to finish. I need to flesh out with some like ads and posters, and probably like a little umbrella holder off on the left, and then maybe like some stuff. But I made some vending machines. I was really proud of how these came out. No, the king art. The king art right there is, oh, that's the wrong one. The king art is just a placeholder. It's not actually meant to be that as the ad. I mean, I need to make some more drawings for them, for the little ads that I'm gonna put everywhere. I need to make some little ads like as like posters to put on the windows anyways. But these are like little ads that they put on like Japanese vending machines. So I just put my king art there as a placeholder. The ads will be your covers. Yeah, my ads are covering yeah, no, it's fine. I'm kidding. I was really also this whole lens flare effect, the thing that came out is you can see that a little bit on the front of the vending machines. That was a complete accident. I know how it happened, but oh my god, wait, the Blender, okay, rendering it like this with everything else is starting to make my model lag, I'm just realizing. But that little lens flare effect is actually totally accidental. I did not mean for that to happen, but it looks really good, so we're gonna keep it. Yeah, this one looks nice in the blue one. I think I need to change up this ad, but I need to draw the ad though. So I need to draw a couple ads and put them on, but hopefully my goal is to like finish up modeling maybe in the next 2 weeks and then put all the drawings I need to for ads on, and then hopefully this will be up and functional and I'll be done with this. Because it's been taking me a really long time to finish this just because I've been doing classes and everything. But yeah, I've been like, most of my time now has just been working on little small details just to sort of make the world come alive. So stuff like, here. Oh no, how do I, oh, I forgot. My numpad is, what did I do? I forgot my numpad is, binding all of these. So maybe I shouldn't, my numpad is like some hotkeys for VTube Studio and also this, never mind. But you know, I made some awnings. So like these little awnings that go over, I'll show you, like these things, these are awnings. I need to put these on more of the windows, but I made some of those. I made these stools, those little chairs that you can have in different places. I made sure to offset them so they didn't look too neat. And then I made, in this little back alley, just to cover it up a little bit, I made a dumpster and I made some wooden pallets. I was actually really proud of how the dumpster came out. I thought it was gonna be a little bit hard to make especially because of the lid, but I think it's a little poly. It doesn't need to be big and fancy or anything, but it doesn't need to be like super polished, but I think it came out pretty nicely. And then there's these. And then a nice little cafe area. I might put another potted plant here, a couple potted plants in some places. Probably put a sign out with like a menu. That'd be a little cute for a little cafe. But yeah, I made some tables with some umbrellas. That was really cute. Is there a Let's make sure there's no oh yeah, this is the inside of the building. Don't tell anyone. But I was just making sure that there's no chairs anywhere. Wait for you for the dumpster. That would actually be a good idea. I could have. Actually, that was a really good idea. I could take like my signature and then put it as a graffiti places. That would actually be a really cool idea. I'm gonna write that down if you don't mind, Double Red. But yeah, we have that. And then, you know, just like these little lamps. I'm actually really proud of this one little detail. So as you can see, sort of like, I think I really did a good job of making this look like a real light bulb, because you can see like how like it sort of darkens on the edges or the outlines of the light bulb, to, like you look like it's like not completely solid or something like that. I figured out an effect in Blender to make it render that way, instead of it just being like, you know, like a solid white, not really textured light bulb. So I think it's no one's really gonna notice it, but I think it adds a little bit to the detail of making it look more like a real light bulb, and I really enjoyed that. So that was a fun little thing to do. Fancy light. Yeah, and I'm proud that I made this one myself. And then I want to make a couple more. I might take like this lamp part at the very top and then use it to make like some like little lights to put on outside of doors and places. You'll see like a little mini lamp you can situate above like a door or something to illuminate outside of a building. That kind of little detail too. I was really thinking about. But yeah, there's still more work to be done. But for the most part, right now, my concern is probably, I think as for little details, finish off the foliage on this little island in the center. Probably make a little fence for these benches over here. Also, I made some benches. Yeah, there's some benches for this little area. I forgot to mention that. And then probably make a couple ads. Just finish blocking off the rest of the buildings over on this intersection because you're never gonna see like the buildings past this building anyway, so I don't need to finish off the ones over here. But probably finish off these buildings. That's gonna be really easy. I just have to copy and paste some of these, but make the ads, finish off the little details, and hopefully I'll be done in about a week or two. If I really work hard and like put my mind to it, then hopefully it'll be done soon. And also texture the background buildings, but that should be pretty easy. But yeah, it's coming along really nicely, and I don't know, I really like it. It's a nice little cozy street, and I hope it looks, I don't know, I just want it to look really nice and everything. Based on myself, yeah, I did. This is like my first big Blender project. I know my starting soon screen is a 3D. It was my very first Blender project ever. And then my second Blender project was my Cantarella cover that I did on, that I have on my channel. And this is my third big one. This one is taking me like 15 months so far, just because I've been really trying to hammer home all the little details to make it look like, not realistic, obviously, because everything is like low poly, but just to make it look like a place that's lived in. I want it to feel lived in and cozy rather than being lifeless and everything, which is why I'm spending so much time on the little details. But I hope when it's done, it'll be a nice cozy little world, and then maybe I can release it as like, maybe I can like make it like a free download, or like maybe if I ever do memberships, I'll do this. If I have memberships, I'll do like secret little links to like to 3D model projects. But I probably would just want to make this like public for people. Yeah, it's been fun making this, and I want to finish it soon. Yeah, it's been going good though. I think this right now the architecture is sort of a mix between Boston and Japan. I've been doing a mix of both. So like obviously like these vending machines are very Japanese, but also some of these building styles. So this building style, these like little blocky ones are more Japanese style, whereas, and especially this one, whereas stuff like these buildings are very Boston, or that kind of brick style, like colonial era, I guess, so whatever it is, whatever that kind of texture, that kind of thing. I've been taking a lot of inspiration from the streets of Boston, so and especially this one too. So it's sort of a mixed mashup between the two, but I think it's been going nicely. And then this building over here, this little cafe, which is sort of one of my centerpieces, was just it was drawn up by an architect, it was just like a scribble, like doodle that a architecture major friend of mine made. So I decided to make it like the centerpiece a little bit of the street. It adds some visual, I think some visual distinctness because it's so different from all the other building styles. So I really like it. And then I need to add like a little map, a little bus route map over here, and I'm definitely gonna put like graffiti of myself on the map. So, nice little bus stop too. I can imagine waiting for the I can imagine waiting for the 17 on this bus, right here. I don't know, this shot right here really looks really cozy. Like if you look at like this shot, I think this looks really nice. Like if you were to wait here on the bus, this is such a nice little shot, and I really like it. So I'm really excited to finish this and see what it looks like. Japaston or Bosspan. Why does Bosspan sound like, it reminds me of like what, the Crisco or like the Pam like cooking oil? That's what it makes me think of. Hopefully it'll all come together once I'm done. But yeah, that's what I've been working on with this. It's been fun. And I But I do hope I finish it up soon. And the more things I add, the harder it gets to render. So I don't want to make it too hard to render. Okay, let's go back to... Here we go. I just wanted to share what I've been working on. My little version of art. It just has 24 hours to render. It would be so bad. If I was rendering in cycles, which is like ray traced everything, it would definitely take like at least 10 minutes to render one frame. But I'm rendering in Eevee, which is like more like a game engine, so it's gonna be a lot easier. It's gonna take a lot quicker to render, which is good. Yes, what is that? I started this back. Oh God, when did I start? I think I started this. Let me see. When was the file made? Blender. Let's see. Project Starlight. Oh, I just revealed the name of my project. Alright, no one heard that. No one heard what it's called. It's secret. Let's see. Oh my God, wait, actually it's almost been 2... Hold on, let's see. Earliest date is... Okay. January 5th, 2024. So it has been a year and 4 months. So it's been a year and a third. That's how long I've been working on this. Although, to be fair, I haven't been working on it like non-stop. I've been working on it like in my free time when I can fit it in, when I'm not streaming, sometimes when I am streaming, because I'll do it when I'm streaming. But most of the time when I'm not streaming, or when I don't have schoolwork to work on. So yeah, it's been really slow, but it's been really rewarding, I think. Okay, in Alnst? Oh, Alien Stage. I did not know that was the acronym. Who is my favorite character? I think I actually had this conversation with someone like yesterday. I think it's Mizi. I think Mizi is my favorite character so far. Mainly because she reminds me of my friend Rennie, who I did my Cendrillon cover with. But I think Mizi's my favorite because she's like main character and everything. Yeah, I don't know. I like her the most. And I hope she lives. At least for Sua's sake. I think after that, I don't know. We definitely were talking about. I was definitely talking about this with a friend yesterday. I think Luca's my least favorite. He was like, they gave him like a sad backstory and everything in the newest one, but honestly, I don't think that justifies how much of like a creep or like a douchebag he was to Mizi in episode 5. So I don't. Yeah, I like him the least. Just because like now he was such a scumbag to Mizi. And then they tried to make us feel good about him. I felt kind of tragic for. And then Till is basically the guy that has like no scandal. He was. I guess we're talking about spoilers for Alien Stage. Sorry about that. Alien Stage spoilers. Cover your ears. You're talking about how basically Till is like the guy who's like, he had no scandals, no, like what? no scandals, like nothing, no harsh backstory. I guess he had some harsh backstory, but like basically no beef. He was like, I guess if I had to put it, like the people's champion. Like he's I think he was the guy everyone was rooting for, because he's like, there's nothing Cause like it's not like he's not like Luca, where like Luca was like a creep. It's like Mizi, who Mizi is the protagonist, and she's like probably the, I don't know, like, I mean, she did beat up Luca, so I guess she has that, and then Ivan was like, I think, I don't know, my friend described him as like being sort of like, yeah, I don't know. He does have a backstory. Everyone has a sad backstory, but like, I think like Till was like the I guess like the angel of everyone. He had no he basically didn't have like beef with anyone. He had he was just like chasing after Mizi, and he had like no scandals or anything associated with them. And then they killed him off. So I don't know about Dwayne Johnson, but yeah, no, but Till like I think Till was like the hero, was like the people's champion, and then they killed him. So that's kind of sad. Ugh. I'm not ready for the end of Alien stage though. I don't, whatever they make the ending, it's not gonna be happy, I feel like, and I'm not ready for that moment, I don't think. The people's champion. You know what? You are right, actually. New model? I guess it has, I guess like since last time, it probably has been a while. How long have I been using the new model now? It was delayed from my 3rd anniversary, so it's been a few months. I don't know, but yeah, hi Pleasant Lemon. Yeah, 5 big booms for 5 big vine booms for Till, Sua, Ivan, Huna. Sad, all of them. Alright, well, I think that's over for Alien stage spoilers. We'll stop talking about that, but yeah, whatever it is, it's not gonna be a happy ending. I'm not ready for it. Yeah, we got new-ish model with the ability of, aha! Aha! Glasses! I gotta take off my gloves. Which you normally can't see it unless I take off and put on my glasses, but gloves. No gloves. I look like a prep student. Or like, I don't know what I look like with like this, but there we go. But yeah, I guess Blender's what I've been working on and everything. That's been fun. Yeah, we have animations. I mean, and everything. Technically, I have an animation for taking and putting off my hat. I don't know if I've ever actually shown off the animation for the hat putting on and taking off. It was just something that my 3D mama, well, not 3D mama, my live 2D mama, Ara mama, sort of made on the fly. Back when I first started, it was in the old model too. But basically, like when the hat like appears and everything, it just sort of like appears out of thin air and it just spins onto my head. Like she just made a cute little animation, like and then I basically had her like redo the she basically redid the animation for the new model. It was on the old model too. I guess I can show it off. Like, hi Victory. I mean, there's technically an animation here. I'll show it real quick. It's that. So it's like a fade in. So if I do this, I can do it individually too. So like, but they just sort of like come up and down like this. When our mama showed it to me, she was like comparing it to like she was comparing it to like, I think she would do this kind of thing for like a magical girl transformation. So if you have like a magical circle traveling up someone's body for that kind of transformation. But I was like, I'm not really magic. I think she was thinking about doing that for me, or they. I actually don't know what gender Ara is, but they have a female like design. So I always just say she, but let's go with that. I never actually asked. Magical thief. I just said magical teeth. Like my teeth are magical for a second. Hi. But I was like, I'm not really magical anyway. I'm just sort of like a regular student who's also a thief. So I didn't request like a magical circle traveling up or anything. It was just like, yeah, just like you can just have it fade out. So taking it off. So there we go. But yeah, it's all really cool and everything. And then I can show it with like, and then I guess I have animations. So here we'll take. So we have obviously the was it the we obviously have the mask animation. So if I do this, there we go. And then if you want to, and then taking it off, and then it's shade. Oh wait, no, I pressed the wrong one. I pressed the glasses one. You can stack them. Immersion break. There we go. Oh, I pressed the wrong toggle. Normally I'm really good about that. Usually most of the time. Here, we'll do that again. I guess I do have a nuke all expressions button just in case. Yeah, we got that. And then we have this. Yeah, so everything like that and everything. And then I guess there's a little animation for this. There we go. And then also, I don't know if we ever really showed this off, but there's a little glasses shine. So if I move my head around, you can see the glasses shine moves and changes as I move my head around. I actually, of everything in the model, I think I actually designed the glasses shine myself because that had to be its own separate asset. So I made the little glasses shine asset and then sent it to our mama, and she was the one who implemented it. It took a little bit of like talking, because we didn't exactly know how to implement it, so we had to talk about it for a little bit, and a little bit of confusion back and forth, but we got it done, so that was cool. Plastic window blinds rolling up into the tube when you change clothes. You're a phantom, which must mean you're magical. Ooh, maybe. Lore, am I magical? I don't think I am, but maybe someday I can be. Plum can get me set up. I guess we can, hold on, maybe I can go back to the old model real quick and we can show off what it looked like back then. Give me a sec. Okay, let's see. So let's see. I'm gonna change real quick. Don't look. Okay. Magical guy. I mean, there was, what's his name? Tuxedo Mask in Sailor Moon. He's a phantom thief, and you know, he's magical, so that works. The doc probably has a spare wand somewhere. Also, you mentioned that my fingers are lanky, but my hands actually are that big in real life anyways, so I don't know what you're talking about. Actually, my mama questioned me on that, and she's like, your hand is almost as big as your face, and I'm like, my hand is almost as big as my face in real life too, and she was like, you have big hands. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if I still remember my my toggles for this model. Okay. Jaja! Hi guys, hello, it's me, the old Kurtis. I don't have my settings set up for this model, so the mouth movement probably looks off a little bit. It's because this one was designed with webcam in mind, so the talking for the mouth requires like higher gain on my microphone, which I don't have set up in VTube Studio right now, so the mouth tracking is a little bit off from when I use this model regularly. So yeah. Actually, this is Kurtis 1.5. You guys might not remember, but old Kurtis had a different color and also used this hat. This is Kurtis 1.0. You guys don't remember that. And then this was I had this one commissioned afterwards. But yeah, you guys can see little hat animation. Our mama made this herself, and she like, I don't know, I guess she thought it would be weird if my hat just appeared out of nowhere. So she just made this little animation, and when I saw that for the first time when I got my hat hat when I got my model back for the first time. She was like so, I like laughed a little bit when I saw that. Like the very first time when I got my model. Actually, it wasn't even with this hat, it was with the old hat. So when I saw this for the first time, I was like really amused and everything. Yeah, it's so weird because this was the old hat. So my model was designed with this hat in mind. And then I commissioned this hat afterwards. I was like updating it because I was like, this hat looks a little bit awkward. So I think we need a taller hat. But this one works so well. So it works so well. So it honestly doesn't even make sense that everything. But also, so everyone thank you to Arimoto-san. Thank you, Arimoto-san, for making my original model. I appreciate. Well, I've grown up. I actually took, to be fair, this model was based on when I was 17 years old, because that's when I first commissioned this model. That's when I started out. So I think I put it in the notes when I sent it to Arimoto-san for designing. I was like, hey, I'm like 17 years old. So it makes sense now that my new model looks more grown up. Because I am more grown up. Yeah. I don't know if there's more blue in the hair. I think it's like a comparable amount of blue. And then also we have the old animation. So we can view the old mask animation real quick. So here we go. That was such a little detail that I don't think anyone ever noticed. But in this one, my left hand moves too. So my right hand, I guess it's your left, my right. But on my right hand is the one putting on the mask. But my left hand also moves. It moves my jacket back a little bit, my coat back a little bit, in order to be able to, to grab it. And I specifically commissioned that. That did nothing but add more cost to the animation. But I specifically asked for it because I thought it would be like a natural little detail to include. So, I mean, obviously I'd move my coat back a little bit in order to put my mask away. The new animation though, because I can take off in the new model, I can take off my jacket. There's no need for me to move the jacket back in order to put on the mask, because I can put on the mask without the jacket being there, so I can't have that same thing. But but yeah, so now I can. But yeah, this is what the old mask animation looked like. And I don't think anyone ever noticed that because you normally only see it from this angle. There you go. Yeah. You normally only see it from this angle, so you don't really notice it, but it is something that's there. This is the original Phantom Thief. 10.0. I don't want to have to keep switching between artists. I want to keep with the same artist as long as I can. So unless something happens with Mikan, then I think we should be okay. I think I'm gonna stick with Mikan from now on. So, I don't really like changing models. I thought I was actually gonna stick with Arimoto-san forever. But, And then we have animations. So I don't have a new animations button for this one, but there we go. It's original Kurtis. We have angry, sad. That sad expression was always really cute, though. That was so cute. And we got this one, and this. I think I figured out I could like stack these together just to have. I could stack 3 expressions together just to have like starry eyes in my normal thing, and then that one. It's a little bit more cartoony, so you have like we have like the shark teeth, like there we go. And then what else I have? I had this. Yeah, and then oh, I forgot I had like a detective, like. What are these toggles? What other toggles do I have? Oh, a glasses thing. Okay. That section got a few arrests. You don't know that, probably. Do I have any more? Oh, Lethal Company. Okay, I saw these. These are just like free assets from online. So yeah. But now instead of having cute Kurtis, hold on, Cute 17-year-old Kurtis. I guess I can refer to this model as 17-year-old me. That's 17-year-old me. And then this is what, 21-year-old me? Here we go. We'll switch back now. And we can see the difference. Mikan still did a really good job with this model though. I have no regrets. We have new 21-year-old Kurtis with new vampire teeth action. Is a Genshin pull expression, definitely. Adult Kurtis, yeah, I'm no longer, I mean, I'm still baby, but not as much baby. And we have expressions, so I think we tried to redo the old angry expression, except I think instead of being necessarily angry, our mama sort of just made it like very mischievous, so now it's like I look more evil than everything. Nom nom. I like how on the new model debut, everyone was like teeth when I said this on my teeth. It was like, oh my god, teeth. It was puns actually. It was teethies. I did a pretty good job of preserving the puppy eyes though. That's a good one. I still got it in me. And then I think I actually like this this version of the like lifeless eyes better. I think this is what I was trying to go for more when I suggested it to our mama in the old model, because actually the whole like starry eyes, the both of the star eyes expression and the that expression, the old model, were also added in with the new hat. So those were also part of my 1.5 model. So those are different. Okay, no, you're right. Okay, onion hat. Okay, so I think I actually am gonna go back to other Crab Treasure soon, because I haven't been doing it mainly because I've been wanting to finish 3DS games and DS games. But yesterday I actually got my 3DS. I sent my 3DS for repair, so now the L button is getting repaired, and I won't be able to play any 3DS games for a couple weeks. So this is actually the perfect time to go back and finish another Crab Treasure. So you can probably expect a couple streams of that. Crab, yes. And then we also have, oh, this is a new one. I asked for that one for like a little embarrassing expression. I wonder if I like, no, I can't stack those. But oh wait, what? What is that? That's so bad. I don't like that. But I can show you guys. Our mama. Oh, when I first got back the embarrassed thing, I don't know if you guys know, but our mama is a little down bad. I think she's working on her own like H game. I'm not gonna explain what that means if you don't know what that means, but she's working on her own 18+ game. At least she was when I first knew her. So I never heard of her talk. Like, I've never asked her about it because I'm not into that kind of thing. But with the blue forehead, I don't know what that means. Yeah, it's being fixed though. The anime glass toggle with it, put the fingers on them. I was actually thinking about doing that. I actually want to do like the anime thing where you push up the glasses, but it didn't end up panning out. I would just be like, we didn't have the right combination of assets or whatever. But it didn't end up panning out. I wanted to make that a thing, but it's so weird. Okay. Actually, I'll talk about it more another time, because I am working on some stuff with the model. But basically, yeah, I did try to have the little anime like glasses thing to make it shine, but it didn't end up panning out, so that was a bit unfortunate. I have to see something. Give me a sec. Where is it? When I first got back the oh my gosh, wait, I forgot. We have like, our mama gave me like some like I don't know, when we were like calibrating this model, she used some screenshots from her on her own calibration to like give me some reaction images, and they're like pretty funny. I'm gonna hold on, let me save these actually so I can show them to you. There we go. Save it here. There we go. But I'm trying to look for where it is. Some of these pictures. And I'll show you guys real quick. A lot of my DMs with Mama is like a lot of GIFs. She likes using anime GIFs a lot, so but I mean, I guess so do I. So I do it back to her, and she also got me hooked on using like anime GIFs, a lot of butchy GIFs and everything. And then a GIF of Suisei with a chainsaw because she cut off my arm and put it back on. Lore fact, actually, in the making of this model, our mama was upset with me, so she cut off my right arm and then put it back on. Actually, she cut off both of my arms because she cut off the wrong arm first, and then she was like, "Oh shoot, wait, I cut off the wrong arm. Let me cut off the other arm now." So, oh my god. Anyways, I'll show you real quick. Here, this is what I mean. She used this as a reaction image. Where is it? Here, when we were calibrating the model, she had her own version on the side. she sent this to me like when she was like she was like slightly like miffed at me. Oh my god. Okay. Need a hand? Maybe actually. Disarmed. Oh my god, all these goofy images. Okay. Oh yeah, and we were like discussing like also like what I should look like when I look to the side. So hold on. Let me save a bunch of these images just so I can just so I can show you guys the making of this model. Okay. And let's see. What was I looking for again? I totally forgot what I was looking through our DMs to actually find. Can someone remind me? I totally forgot now that I'm thinking about it. Was it GIFs side facing? Maybe. That? Oh wait, I was looking at wait, what was it? This? Oh right, the lewd expression. Right, I remember now. Okay. the embarrassed expression. I almost forgot. Okay. Where is it? Somewhere around here. Oh wait, I don't even know if we send an image. Maybe it's when I first got back the model and yeah, maybe it was when I first got back the model and yeah, maybe it was when I first got back the model and I looked at it. I was like, this looks a little bit too lewd. Well, hold on, let me actually jump to our messages and see if I can find it. Okay, let's see here. Jump. Or did she send me like a file with all the images and everything? Let's see. We worked on this for like a while. Yeah, one thing at a time. I gotta focus. Okay, yeah, so that's past. Let's see. Where was it? I think my brain, I might honestly have like a brain filter that honestly just like filters out anything remotely like NSFW or lewd, because I might honestly have just passed by it and I didn't notice. Oh wait, no, she sent it as a video. Okay, hold on, let's see. So I gotta take a screenshot for you guys. Okay, I remember now. Here we go. Also, I did not ask for it to be lewd. Oblivious main character, yeah. Let's see. Oh my god, okay. Here we go. Okay, no. Okay. I'm remembering now. So when I asked for like an embarrassed, like, let me take some screenshots, hold on. Okay, save, yes, okay, and then, okay, ugh, okay, yeah, this is classic Ara Mama move. Okay, so I asked for like an embarrassed thing, right? So I was expecting like, you know, what we ended up getting. So it was this as the embarrassed thing. Here, this is what I got. This is what Ara Mama originally made. I did not expect to be smiling. Yeah, okay. That was not what I had in mind when I asked for a embarrassed thing. You know, it is actually a really good expression. It's just I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. So yeah, this is not what I had in mind when I asked for something, when I asked for that kind of thing, so... I wonder if I could recreate that, hold on. And then... Oh, wait, here, that's the wrong combination. Oh, wait, I can. Oh my god, it's real, chat. Chat, I made it real. Okay, good to know. I can recreate this by combining embarrassed with sad. That is what it looks like. Also, here, I'll show some of the other images I found when I was scrolling through. Let's see. So let's see. Oh, alright. Reaction images. So this is what I was talking about when she said my hand was almost as big as my face. So this was her image, like, you know how big your hand is, right? And I was like, yes, that is correct. And then which just means it's lore accurate. And then we were also like discussing like So I know you guys can see now. If I like move my head to the side, you can sort of see like the outline on my face, where my cheekbones are. So we had a bit of a conversation, like asking about that, and she was like, "What kind of look do you want when you look to the side?" So we have, I think she described it as like a soft boy kind of look, or like, you know, like student council president for your cheekbones. So we could have had like one where it's like here. I'll like have to do like a side profile with these two. So this one, that, or this. You guys can see like the cheekbone, like the difference in cheekbone placement. So the one on the left is lower. The one on the right is higher up, and it's more like it's a bit sharper, I think. Yeah. This was like definitely like beta making the new model, so yeah. And if I turn my head to the side here, you can see it's a bit different from all of these, right? So I asked for like an in-between of these two, because I was like I don't want it to be like too sharp. Like I want it to still be like a little bit like cuter, I guess, because I'm not like a super like high up, like super, like I don't know, like I guess like super pretty boy or something like that. So somewhere in between the two, I think we ended up landing, instead of just being like super chiseled kind of face. She definitely sent me some like anime guy like reference images, being like, I imagine you're kind of like this, and I'm like, you know what? Sure, why not? And then, but yeah, that's what we were deciding on, like cheekbone and everything, because that's something you have to do in. That's not something you do in like the in the illustration. That's something you do in live 2D. So yeah, I could have been chubbier. Is basically the moral of the story. But unfortunately, I'm not. That's what my family says all the time, though. They're like, why can't you be chubby like when you were a little kid? But yeah. And then what else? We also have. Oh, that's the wrong one. The Starry Images one. I think this one I sent like Kaito Kid as a reference image. So we actually, I think out of all the expressions, this was the hardest one for us to nail down, because our mama didn't really know exactly what I was trying to go for. So the evil one. Actually, I can, if I pair it like this, if I do this, and then it's really evil. So I gotta do this, like, there we go. But I guess show you guys like an image of what it, because we were originally trying to do like the like in the original model, when we had like this is supposed to be like the mischievous like the little mischievous expression with the pointy shark teeth of the original model. But it I guess we could maybe use this as a reaction image if you guys want to see it here. Here. Yeah, evil, yeah. But because it's a more realistic style, or like a more grown-up style with this one, I couldn't do the same pointy teeth one like I did with Arimoto-san's art style, unfortunately. As you can see, this is what it ended up looking like in like the very first iteration. It's so goofy. We iterated on this a lot before we ended up going with this. I think this works out a lot better for this model style, but it did not work out for that one. No, not at all. I think you guys, I tried to make it work, but chat, I don't think it didn't work out with this model style, with this art style. So, but rest assured that I did try to make it work like last time, but it didn't work. So. But I remember for this expression, I think for some of these, I sent like, here. I specifically sent like an image of like Emu Otori as like a reference. I was like, here. This. I sent this as like a reference image for like for like what the expression should kind of look like. So I think was it this one? Yeah, so I tried to make it look like that. So this was the reference for the new version of the starry eyes, like a little expression. It was Emu. I couldn't think of another one. That the girl from the One Miku game? Yes. It's the... Hello. Excitement, yes. It looks so weird out of context. Here, it's the this girl. Hold on. That girl. So I sent that as my reference image for this. I think it came out nice. It's very I think it works with this one. I like it. Everything about, I think the old model and the new model I both really like. I don't have a preference for either of the two, but there was like a lot of things we had to port over into the new model, and I think we did a pretty good job of doing it. And then obviously we have the face shadow, which we had from last time. And then because our mama, she really wanted to like have like this kind of angry expression, like to make it really look evil, she added this as a bonus, where like no, this one is a bonus where I can make my eyes glow. So this is just something extra, like a new holdover from when she was trying to do the angry one. Oh my god, I can stack the angry or the eyes glow. Wow. But so I think it's a really cool effect. I think you can do a lot with like this. So if I do like, or like, let's see here. Does that do anything for you guys? Is that a good one? I don't know. I'm trying to do like yandere eyes or something like that. Like, I don't have heart eyes. So like, is that like yandere enough? We're getting in dangerous territory now. We are. I can show you guys, we actually have some extra assets in the model that are unused right now, that are currently being unused. I might ask our mama at some point to implement them, but let's see. Where is it? Let's see. Where are they? Yeah, okay. So, save. Unused. And then we've got this. So, our mama, Mikan, added some extra ones that we are actually currently being unused. They just added them in without me even asking, so we might have to use these at some point. So yeah, sketch idea. All right, well, I will prepare my Twitter page just in case. But we actually have these. We have little swirly eyes that are currently being unused. This would actually make for a really cute expression, or a really good expression. So I think I might want to implement these ones at some point. So we have this. This is currently somewhere in the model files, but it's being unused. Also, don't mind the lack of bangs. I just tied them up for this. and then we have this. So you can see we actually have like little like face lines for like a sad sort of expression, and we also have sweat, which is totally also unused. So both of those, so all three of those assets are currently being unused. I might use them at some point, but I don't really know what I guess I could have like a nervous sort of expression. Oh god, I just got a really, okay, maybe I shouldn't combine, if I ever get a sweat one, I really can't combine that with some other expressions, but, forehead, yeah. As I look at my bangs, spoilers, or, sorry, look away. But we've got that sort of like, I guess I could use the lines on the face for like a depressed sort of look, but we have those are currently being unused. I just didn't ask for them, but maybe in the future I'll ask our mama to implement them. But she did a really good job. And then we have actually some really, I've actually used these expressions, but I don't know if anyone actually noticed them. We have two more that actually, well, I have a lot of toggles for this model, but we have two more that are currently being unused. Let's see. We have this, which, can you guys notice the difference? It's very subtle. Here, I'll zoom in a little bit. So it is very subtle, but we do have a specifically happy expression. So this is like neutral, but I have like a little smile neutral face, which is nice. And I can smile more. In this neutral one, I actually have a lot more freedom over my neutral face than I did back in the old model. So now I can actually like smile. I can like look a bit more neutral. So I can actually frown in my neutral face too. Just by moving my face. So I can, so my normal face has a little bit more, has more of a range of expression, which is nice. That way I don't have to constantly like, if I want to look displeased, I don't have to specifically press this button anymore. I can just sort of like in my neutral face, which is nice. But we do have a specifically happy expression, so this was like, yeah, we do have one that's specifically meant for it to be happy. Oh yeah, these are also really nice eyes. They're really good. Ara does such a nice, or Mikan did such a great job. And then we also have this, which I've also used, but you guys probably haven't seen it yet. So you guys can see it, right? It's like a, this is like a specifically more of a neutral expression, or like a laid back expression. So I can still do a light smile. But yeah, it's more of a neutral expression. Also, I did not realize, like, if it frowns, it almost looks like I'm doing like this a little bit. It almost looks like that in the chat. I never noticed that. Yeah. Kurtis is back. I need to get cat ears. But yeah. So we have two little expressions that that we have for like general use that are really subtle, but I think can add sometimes. So if I really specifically want to be happy, I can do the happy one. Or I can do the neutral one. So yeah. I use this one. I don't know if I've actually used the happy one specifically in a stream. Just because I can just sort of do it like this normally. But this one I definitely have done for like more laid back streams, especially like studying streams, something like that. Just anything that's been more laid back in general. I've used the neutral expression all throughout. So you guys can go look back on those streams if you want to go back and look at a study stream, or if we do another study stream in the future. Keep an eye out, and I don't know, maybe you'll get like some social credit or something like that if you notice that I I'm actually using the neutral expression rather than I was using the specifically neutral expression rather than this one, my normal ones. Yeah. I think Sonic the Hedgehog, I think that's like a setting you can do. I know Plum, I think her expression changes based on her actual face, so she can like she can change it on the fly without having to press hotkeys. I have hotkeys. This one, my neutral face now has a little bit more range of expression, so there is a bit of range, but so like all that I can do without having to press any buttons. But for some stuff like, you know, like this or like that or like this, I do have to have some hotkeys. I have a lot of hotkeys for expressions. So it is nice that I do have a bit more range of expression now compared to the old model, without having to press any hotkeys, because sometimes I don't have like the space to press a hotkey, but I don't have like the time to press a hotkey, but there's ups and downs. I think by having hotkeys, I can have like a greater range of expressions, but Plum definitely, I think a lot of her expressions are just done by moving her face and not necessarily by pressing a hotkey. She does do both. I think, like for example, her little cat ears or like changing her hair, and I think probably like her nervous face are definitely hotkeys. But for the most part, a lot of her stuff is just moving her face. It's different in rigging, I suppose, and different in like how people choose to use their models. I think I prefer being able to do it this way, because I think if all of your expressions were just based on like the way your face moves, then you'd probably have to calibrate it pretty frequently, or like the calibration would have to be just right, so you don't end up accidentally like, you know, you're like moving your face a little bit and it goes to a different expression. So it's a bit of both. But for the most part, it does like react to my IRL face. So when I like do this, that is my real face doing that. So it's a mix of both. I usually just use like expressions though for like the hotkeys for like if I want to make a very specific expression. So like that sort of angry, this sort of angry is very different from this sort of angry. Like they're very different like sort of tonal shifts, and this like sort of like smaller, this kind of sad, like upset is different from this kind of upset, you know? And stuff like where maybe it would be difficult for, it would be pretty difficult for like the face, like iPhone face tracking is really good, but it might be difficult for it to pick up on some of those smaller things, especially if the lighting isn't so great. I do my best to have good lighting just for like the motion tracking and everything, but there are like some specific things where like, you know, how do I convey I want to do this kind of expression just by changing my face? Like, do I just hold my face at a really like relaxed and specific kind of expression for a while? Like, not the same effect as that, you know? So it's it's a bit of a trade-off for both, I think. But like these are all like very specific kinds of expressions and everything. So yeah, I think I can also like, if I combine this with probably this, then I can have happy eyes normally. Although I did notice with if I combine too many expressions, then like my eyelids start looking a little bit weird because it's contorting a bunch. So for example, if I do this, if I combine a bunch of these, so like I say this, it's like this. Let's just like put on a bunch of them. Wait, hold on, I don't even know what I have on anymore. What do I have on? Why does my mouth look like that? What is... I just combined like a whole bunch of things. Hi, Surfinator. Hi, welcome. But if I combine like, let's say this and like this. If I close my eyes, you can sort of see like my eyelashes look a little bit weird, because they're contorting in different ways. So I have to be careful about what expressions I combine to make new ones. Otherwise, my eyes will start like looking weird and screwing up. So it's a trade-off. There's a lot of things. Okay. There's like a lot of things I have to be careful of. But overall, the new model is, I wouldn't say it's an improvement. I think we definitely did go a lot more in depth with like expressions and everything, and you know, it is like but ultimately it's a different art style, and we had to pull things off a little bit differently than we did with my old model, with Automoto-san's art style and everything. So I'm not too. I like both of them for what they are. I really like Automoto-san's art style, but I really like Mikan's art style too. And Mikan just did a lot of work. They went above and beyond with, you know, taking my old design, making it new in their new style and everything. So I appreciate both. I do miss the old model from time to time, but I'm also really happy with the work that Ara and Mikan put in with the new model. So, and I think, I don't know, they're both great in their own ways. So, but yeah, and I don't know, maybe we'll do a stream sometime of where I go back to the old model. But for the most part, this is the default, and it's just like, I don't know, we're just on a rant about expressions, but yeah, there's just a lot I went into it, and you guys probably don't notice, and I want to show it off from time to time because it's the little things, you know. I think it was the same thing as, like, you know, when I was showing off Blender earlier. I like to go for the I like to go for the little details because I think the little details, even though if you don't notice them 99% of the time, they add a lot. They add a lot of things to, or they add a lot to the experience. So, I think it's nice, you know. I guess I could, yeah. Well, there we go. Yeah, I think it's I think the little things add to the experience overall. Try to like see like what's the best like combination for like. No, that's the wrong one. There we go. Oh, I look like that. Hold on, if I... No. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, but it's a lot of the little things, and I wanted to make sure they went through. So stuff like this, like the neutral expression, most of you guys probably won't notice during a stream, but maybe it adds to the stream. Who knows? Now that you guys specifically know that I have a more relaxed expression, maybe you guys will notice it more from time to time when I use it. Yeah, the little things that make the big picture look so good. That's also part of the reason why the new model took so long, because I didn't want to rush Mikan or Ara, just because, first of all, Mikan put in so much more work than I thought they were going to. Like, the fact that I did not ask, like, they really future-proofed this model to make it a lot easier for future, like, outfits. So the fact that, like, I can take off this, like, the jacket and everything and the gloves, that's all because Mikan drew out and parted and, like, fully, like, rendered every single layer. So if I wanted to, I could have I could even have, like, toggles to take off the vest and the tie, and I guess my shirt, but I'm not gonna do that because this is a stream, and this is also YouTube, so YouTube probably wouldn't like that. But because all of these layers are individually parted and everything, I have the ability to do that kind of thing because they really went above and beyond. They future-proofed everything so that it would be easier to do future outfits and everything. So, and like, it was, I don't know, Mikan did such an amazing job. And put in so much extra work, and I really don't want to rush Ara because I wanted this to look as good as possible. So that's why it took so long, but it was worth it in the end. I think it is the little things in life. I really do have to use my expressions more though. I don't often use like these, but I think maybe it's a good thing that I don't have to use them so much. Like, you know, if I want to show that I'm upset, I can just quickly go like, I think I think it's a nice little thing, but I don't know. It's good. I like this model, and I like the old one too. The old one was good. It was also very good. Although I will admit though, the old one. Maybe if I ever start using the old one again regularly, I should get Mama to tune it up a little bit, because it was definitely made I didn't know there was a difference much, but it was made specifically for webcam, and then about halfway through, I switched to iPhone tracking. So maybe I should ask her to fix the old model and update it for iPhone tracking rather than webcam, because there were some differences. I'm not answering that. Actually, I can answer this. Oh no, actually no, I'm not answering that, Sonic. I have a very no lewd policy on my stream, just because I'm not a very lewd person. I'm not answering about. I think it's the same thing. Like, I think Plum has, like, you guys have probably seen it if you watch Plum streams regularly. She has like a bald like toggle, and I think maybe our mama asked me about that at one point when I first started out, if I wanted a bald toggle or something like that, and I'm like, why would I ever want a bald toggle? Like, I don't want to get rid of my hair. Yeah, no, I don't want a bald toggle. My immersion is 100. No immersion break here. Yeah, also, have I ever played Minecraft before? I will have you know, back in middle school, I used to come back home every day just to play Minecraft. Even when I had like a really bad computer and was playing Minecraft at 5 FPS, I would come back home and play Minecraft every day. There was this one time, I made like a little blanket fort in one corner of our house, and every time when I get back from home, I would huddle up in that little blanket fort in the corner of our house, sometimes along with my sister because she liked playing too. I'd either get on my iPad or my laptop, and I would start playing Minecraft, like Minecraft Hunger Games or something like that. So I've been playing Minecraft for a long time. Not as much in recent years, but yeah, I used to play tons of modded Minecraft. Even when my computer couldn't handle it, I would still play modded Minecraft. It's been a while though. I think it's mainly because there's not a lot of mods now that I want to try out, or I've tried a lot of things in Minecraft. So I don't know, I did everything in my youth, so I'm not really sure what I want to do now. But if there's ever a reason for me to revisit Minecraft, like playing with friends, I definitely could. But I played so much Minecraft. My favorite mod is Tinker's Construct. Tinker's Construct is my favorite mod. Yeah, that was back when I was like middle school, 1.7.10. But yeah, I think I originally started playing Minecraft because I wanted to do Pixelmon. In fact, I was even back when I was in elementary school. I was playing Minecraft Pocket Edition, the original version with the Nether Reactor, which I don't know if you guys know what the Nether Reactor is, but I was playing with the Nether Reactor back in Minecraft Pocket Edition when it didn't exist. I was thinking about Minecraft recently though, like I don't know, I was just thinking about it recently. Yeah. Mainly because fun Minecraft story. If you ever see me playing Minecraft, if you go back to some of my Minecraft streams, or if I play Minecraft in the future, you'll see that my username is Sinistosa. That's not like a reference to like a different like name I had in the past or anything. It's literally because this one time, I think it was like back in 2020 or something like that, 2021, I logged into my Minecraft account just to find that, you know, my skin was different, and my Minecraft skin was different, and my Minecraft username was different. And turns out I had logged into so long, someone hacked into my Minecraft account like about 2 weeks prior. So I did all the steps, I changed my email, I changed my password and everything so they couldn't get in. But I had to wait like another like month or something to change my username. But I never got around to it. And because in Minecraft, only one person can have a username, whoever hacked my account, as long as I keep that username, they can never have it back. So I've basically stolen their username from them. So since they tried to steal my account, I stole their username, and now as long as I live and have that account, they can't have that username back. So I am never changing that username as a trophy of my Minecraft hacker's hubris. Yeah, karma. The Phantom Thief wins again. Exactly. Although I should probably commission someone to make me a Minecraft skin. Right now, it's just like a zombie with like my Minecraft skin is I think it's literally like. Wait, wrong one. It's literally this. My Minecraft skin is this outfit, but with a zombie underneath. So it's a zombie in this outfit basically is my Minecraft skin right now. I really gotta commission someone to make me a Minecraft skin, like a specifically my model Minecraft skin. I used to make a lot of Minecraft skins back when I was younger. I just I used to be prolific about making Minecraft skins. I just don't have the time anymore, or I don't think I have the creative ability anymore like I did when I was younger to make Minecraft skins. I would rather just commission someone to make it for me because I don't have the time or the. And it's also been a while since I made a Minecraft skin myself, so I don't have the expertise anymore. No brain cell, Coco. Hi, Frey Coco. Hello. Quack. Yeah. But that's if you ever if anyone ever asks why my username in Minecraft is Sinistosa, you can tell them that story in chat, I guess, or maybe I'll tell them myself probably. But that's the story. It's because I'm stealing someone's username from someone who tried to steal from me. So the Phantom Thief always wins. I am the invincible Phantom Thief. Okay, I'm not invincible. I'm not that invincible, but I am the Phantom Thief. And I win in the end. Definition of a Phantom Thief. Yeah. You know, actually when I was starting out, I was wondering whether I wanted to call myself a gentleman thief or a phantom thief, right? Because the Western term is gentleman thief, and that's also the original term. Arsène Lupin, gentleman burglar, that's the original. Arsène Lupin is the original Phantom Thief, and that's what his title was called. It was like it was a gentleman burglar. But so gentleman thief is the original term, and like, you know, because it's a thief who's very gentlemanly. They have a code and everything. But the Japanese term is kaito, which the kanji translates to ghost thief or phantom thief. And so basically the term phantom thief is a translation of gentleman thief. Basically. But it's been getting really popular in recent years, and phantom thief is more associated with like I suppose like Eastern Japanese you know, gentleman thieves. So I figured it would probably be more. I thought it would be more like recognizable if I used the term phantom thief rather than a gentleman thief with people, which is why I settled on it. But I don't know. I guess in technical terms, I can't talk. In terms of like technically, I'm a gentleman thief. That's the original term. I think originally I wanted my channel name to be like Kurtis Hoshimoto, Phantom Thief, in order to parallel like the original title of Arsène Lupin's book, so Arsène Lupin, Gentleman Burglar. I wanted it to be like Kurtis Hoshimoto, Phantom Thief, and I think that's still I don't know, that was also my name on Twitter, but I decided to go with Kurtis Hoshimoto channel because I thought that was more recognizable, and literally no one would get the I thought Kurtis Hoshimoto Phantom Thief was probably a bit of a mouthful, and no one really like no one would get the reference. I feel like no one would get it, I think. Also technically my name is actually like, I guess we want to go into lore since I'm talking about it. I think like my real name is actually Kaito Hoshimoto, or Hoshimoto Kaito. And Kurtis is just like the English name I came up with. I mean, they're both technically right. It's just I thought I don't know. Technically, I think it's actually Kaito would be my real name, I suppose. And Kurtis is just like the English one. But I mean, they're both technically real, and I just use Kurtis more because I think it's it resonates more with people, and I think it's probably, honestly, I think it's Kurtis with a K is probably more iconic than Kaito, honestly. Than if I were to use that as my name. But they're both all technically correct, but technically it's either, I guess, I don't know, should I have, I don't think I need to have a English version of my last name, of my surname, I suppose, but they're both technically right. And then also my Chinese name too, they're all technically correct. I'm just thinking about it, like, I don't know. Cause, I mean, I guess technically, like, cause I will admit, my Japanese name is just a translation of my Chinese name. But, I mean, that's not saying that like my Chinese name is my real name and Kurtis is like a nickname or something like that, or not my official name. I guess both my Chinese name and by extension my Japanese name and my English name are all technically my real names. It's just I have many different names, which I guess is fitting for a phantom thief, I suppose. I guess a phantom thief does need a lot of different identities, so it kind of makes sense that I have if you wanted to get into what my real name is, it's messy. it really does make sense for all of them. So. Just a random thought. So we're talking about, since we got into the topic of talking about like my model and everything and how I started out. Although I don't know, I've been I guess since I don't talk about it much, I guess Hoshimoto Kaito. Hoshimoto is like, it actually sounds really, since I'm talking about it, it sounds really similar to Hashimoto, which is like a really common Japanese surname, and it means like I think Hashimoto is like the beginning of a bridge. Hashi is like a bridge, moto is like the origin of something, or like the beginning of something. So Hoshimoto would be like the beginning of a star, or like basically like a proto-star, or like something that will become a star, basically the origin of a star. And then Kaito is more or less a translation of my Chinese name. My Chinese name is Junfei, which means to soar up into the sky and become a bird. Oh yeah, no, to soar into the sky like a bird. But that doesn't really translate that well into Japanese, so I went with Kaito, which means I think basically like a pleasant flight or something like that. So I guess technically altogether, my full name, Hoshimoto Kaito, would mean to fly across the sky and become a star, which I think is really poetic. Or yes, I think it's really poetic, and I just sort of came up with it when I was younger, but I think it really does sort of encompass. I don't know, if I ever come up with lore videos, then you'll see. I don't know if it's really about lore videos, but I had an idea for like a sort of like storytelling project where it's like an alternate universe version of me. I think that like sort of mirrors my real life experiences, I suppose, but more in like a fantasy setting, I suppose. I actually came out with that, but like that was actually supposed to release like last September, but I ended up putting it on a hold. I think if I ever revisit the project and I decided to put out with videos of it, you guys would probably, I think I want to tell that story sometime. Yeah, same as a king, but I've never heard like such a king before. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I like my Chinese name though. I think it's really pretty and stuff. And I think, I don't know. I think there's a lot of things that like I just sort of like with my design that's just sort of like ended up lining up, and like at least in my head it starts lining up, and even though it wasn't intentional, like I think the whole wing thing, like my coat sort of looks like two wings, I suppose. I don't know what the sort of coat is called, but the two wings, it looks like two folded up wings. Like the end, my coattails, I suppose, sort of look like folded up wings, I suppose. So I think a lot of design things just ended up like panning out. And I also specifically asked for the star emblem and everything. So, yeah. I do like to be able to, I did like being able to choose my own name though. And it's like, I think I might even I've talked about this before on stream, but I think Kurtis is like, not I think Kurtis is like my real name. Like, so I do get like my I'm not like too fussed about like stuff because you know, people do call me Kurtis like in real life too. So because it is like my real name, so I'm not too fussed about like that kind of thing because it's who I really am. So I'm not too fussed about everything. But I did like being able to choose that and everything, being able to choose my name and its meaning and everything. I think it's sort of like reclaiming yourself, I suppose. But yeah, I do have a lot of creative ideas I want to come out with. It's just that like ideas for videos and sort of content I could put out. I just haven't had the time to like do it, I suppose. Because right now I'm working on the Blender thing. And then I've got another project in the works that you guys are not working on. So I think once I finish those two things, I think I'll get on that little story idea I just told you guys about, and I think I'll revisit it and probably come out with it. I think it'll be a nice little thing that you guys will probably enjoy. But I really want to like experiment with different types of content and doing things and keep pushing myself with my creativity and stuff like that. It's just that I feel like recently on my channel, everything I've put out has sort of just like gone into a lull. Like, it's just sort of been streams. I haven't really put out a short recently, even though I've got some footage that like I've been sitting on and I haven't been doing. It's not that I'm running out of ideas for streaming, it's just that this one project that I'm working on has been taking me so long, it's taking up so much effort that I kind of just want to get it done so that way I can go back to like doing like more content. So I am working on stuff. It's just sort of like I have nothing to show for it because this one project is taking me so long. So I hope you guys know that I'm not like losing ideas for like streaming or content making or anything. It's just that I'm working on this one project that's taking me so damn long that I can yeah, so secret project, very secret. No one can know. So okay, it's been 2 hours. I need to end stream because I actually meant for this to be like a 1 hour stream, just to chat for a little bit. I have stuff I need to do. And I don't know if my mom's probably upset that I'm streaming again. So because I'm probably gonna have like a 5 hour stream. After this 4 or 5 hour stream, we're gonna go do D&D. At 6:30, so in 2.5 hours. So I need to end stream. I need to prepare for D&D, eat dinner, in about 2.5 hours. So I gotta go. I gotta zoom, and there's like homework I need to do. I signed up for summer class, so I'm like not making things easy for myself. And then I gotta work on my Blender thing as well. So, yeah. What's for dinner? You know what? Let me ask my mom. Level Red, I will finally answer your question. Instead of just saying like, I don't know, I'm gonna ask my mom real quick. Let's see. Oh, I'm back. Okay. I think did my model move while I was gone? Because that might have been my grandma walking into my room. I don't think she knows what a VTuber is though, so I think it's fine. It's not steak. It is, okay, so since I'm having dinner early, my mom's gonna make like some shredded pork with rice, and then you can wrap in lettuce. So like, I don't know, it's like, sort of like shredded pork with some vegetables that you can wrap in the lettuce, and then also rice on the side, something like that. I did twitch a little. No, that might have been my grandma. Yeah. And then, but that's just because I'm eating early for actual dinner, which is probably when my D&D stream is gonna start. My mom is making steamed fish, so she's probably gonna save some for me, and I might take a break in the middle of D&D so I can go have that, because fish does not, I think fish doesn't taste very well reheated, so I probably want to come out and eat that before it takes too long. So yeah, this is the perks of living back at home. My mom makes dishes. I think my mom wants to make nice dishes because she, I don't know, she doesn't get to see me that much of the year because I'm usually off in the dorms for college. So whenever I'm back home, she wants to cook really nice food so I can start to feed. So, super jealous now. Yeah. Well, you can steam fish. You can make it yourself. My mom uses oyster sauce and soy sauce, and then she covers it in like green onion and some other stuff. Green onion and like, does she use garlic? I think she uses garlic. I don't remember, but yeah. I don't know. Maybe you know what? Maybe we can do a cooking stream, and I can ask my mom for her recipes, so we can like, or like maybe like we can do like a cookbook stream, so I can ask my mom for her recipes. Okay, but I'm gonna head out, so that way I can like prepare for stream. You know, like, what kind of fish? That's a good question. Tilapia? I don't know. I'll have to ask. I will. I don't know. We'll see. I could do it at a cooking stream, but doing a cooking stream last time was very cumbersome. I don't know. I'll have to think about it because I can't move my PC setup to the kitchen. Maybe if you know what? Maybe I can move my PC setup to the kitchen if. Wait, no. I had a thing. I think it's because I have to rent out my own apartment next year. Unfortunately, I have to rent out an apartment because the school dorms aren't giving me another year for school, so I have to get my own apartment. But I just realized we signed the lease agreement today. My apartment is gonna have its own kitchen, I think. So I'll be able to do cooking streams when I move into the new apartment without having to bother my family. But yeah, that'll be fun. Okay, but I gotta wrap up stream. Also, my mom wants to talk to me because so I don't want to leave her hanging. So I'm gonna end stream. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. Bye bye. I'll see you guys for D&D. Bye bye. We had a good chat. I enjoyed this a lot. Let's chat again sometime. Okay. Bye bye. I'll see you guys in 2.5 hours. Bye bye. See ya. Wow.